A manager confronts his club about an unacceptable team statistic.
Time to get the weekend started with Friday Night Baseball from Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Carlos Martinez gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a hot pitcher right here. His last three starts, all three he's picked up wins. And if he can continue that, he should be on his way to winning his fourth in a row. It'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
So striding in, Steve Cook, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Steve Cook.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. Got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the second. Cards lead it 3-0. Settling in now, Steve Cook will match up with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And a whiff at a good slider that time. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
High pop-up. Wong is under it. 1 out. All right, so time now for the Cardinals' Road to the Show report as we see a pair of prospects performing at a high level in the upper minors. The next to bat for St. Louis, Tyler Stevenson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit on the ground to third. Cook. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Ready once again, Steve Cook.
Third baseman, Steve Cook.
Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Skied into straightaway right. O'Neal on the move. 2 down. So digging in now, Steve Cook. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Steve Cook.
First delivery to him on the way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
So coming to the plate, Austin Hedges. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Polanco at second, Cook at first with no outs. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Josh Bell will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Starling Marte. His guys trail by 4, but the bases are juiced, so a home run ties it. Now the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. The St. Louis Cardinals get their division-leading 30th win of the year. Carlos Martinez earns win number 7 on the season. Chad Kuhl couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com. First opened in 2006. We're at beautiful Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's Cardinals baseball next on the show. Alex Reyes will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Stepping in, Steve Cook, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Ready with the 1-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Grounded down the third baseline. On to second, but the throw is wide. And he'll make it up to third here thanks to the throwing miscue, and we'll see how they want to score this play.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Batting fifth, first baseman number 10.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Some people in the crowd don't like that, but believe me, he did not want to hit a guy in the first inning. We'll see if he can regain his control or if his control becomes an issue.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. The 1-2. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there. Base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Row. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out. Give your team a chance. Give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit. Even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Ozuna is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Pirates on top, 1-0. Ready now, Colton Wong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman number 16, Colton Wong.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Yeah, Matty, what I want you to focus on is the fact that this team does not like to run. Very station to station. It's going to take a couple of hits to score runs with this offense. They swing the bats well, but they don't put any pressure.
Stepping in, Steve Cook.
Steve Cook.
First pitch of the at-bat. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
Dickerson leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially
at the plate, Steve Cook. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Two men are on with 2 men out. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
he still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line to the right side. But a foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Liner toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now.
First baseman number 10, Marwin Gonzalez.
Chased a sinker outside the strike zone. 1-2.
I wouldn't be surprised if he used his aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Two, here it is. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now the payoff pitch home. Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Luke Weaver answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Adam Frazier will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. 2 out, bases loaded. Fouled off.
Interesting pitch selection right there, in off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been, as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Pittsburgh leads this one 2-0. Now at the plate, Steve Cook. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Hit hard back up the middle. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Cook, the runner at first with 2 gone. Line drive to center field. Pham will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Pirates leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. Into the box now, Steve Cook is 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. Skied into very shallow right. O'Neill waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Marcell Ozuna. He was a double play victim last time around.
Marcell Ozuna.
Hit down the third baseline. Cook right. And there's 1 gone to start the bottom of the 9th. Striding into the box, Steve Cook. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Steve Cook.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that will get through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
That's another base hit for them. I got to say, though, they've had a really hard time turning all these hits to anything productive on the scoreboard. Only 2 runs to this point, so stranded runners has been the theme most of the game. We'll see if they can cash in here.
First baseman number 10.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back. Runners on the move for second. To first.
Come on.
He'll go to the bag for 1. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. Now they tag him out between second and third, and it's a double. So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Sam Tuivalala earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan. And now with one away, they'll make a move for their bench as we'll see a pinch runner take over at second base. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Austin Hedges. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw home. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Now batting, the center fielder, Robbie Wilson.
Swing and a liner. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And the second run will score as that evens things at 3.
You know, D-Row, there are some guys that shy away from hitting when it really counts. Top of the 9th, and this guy comes through to tie this thing up.
Yeah, he was able to slow the moment down right there. Get this back.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Lance Grover. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Tomlinson has it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Digging in, Scott Hurst. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder. A fastball that just misses inside.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the 1-0. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. Catch is made, and the Pirates have put an end to their 4-game slide as this ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
6-4 the outcome today. The Pirates capitalized on a huge ninth inning on the way to the win. Felipe Vasquez claims the win out of the pen, his first. Kevin Segrist wraps it up for the save, his second. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final.